A student killed 3 students. What caused this? They enjoyed violent video games. They had been targets of bullies and suffered from a variety of diagnosed mental illnesses as a result, right? Another shooting. Columbine, 1999 Colorado. 12 students and a teacher were killed by 2 students that what? Played violent video games and were often bullied. You see the pattern. Sandy Hook, 20-year-old kid. Killed 20 children, 6 adults. They spent a lot of time in their basement playing a wide variety of video games. They were loner. They had mental health issues as a result. Fascinated with guns. Frank, when I'm talking, you are what? Listening. Write this down in your book. This is data. Parkland, 2018 in Florida, right? 14 students, 3 staff. The shooter spent long hours playing violent video games and was unpopular kid, suffered from depression, had a whole gun collection, all this kind of stuff. Why does this happen? Well, let's do some further research. In the last 10 years, how many school shootings in these different countries? Canada, 2. France, 2. Germany, 1. Japan, 0. Italy, 0. UK, right? 19, 0 in 10 years. How many in the United States would you guess?
10.
9.
More than 10.
25.
More than 20.
100,000.
150.
More than 50.
100.
288. What's going on, guys? Right? Well, maybe it's just a bad 10 years in the United States, right? Well, here's the trend analysis. Is it getting better or worse?
Worse.
Exponentially worse, right?
But it's going down.
So what is going on? Well, part of it also lends to gangs. There's 2 kinds of gangs. There's criminal gangs, where people that are in jail get out, and they don't want to get in jail again, so they get kids your age to do the crimes for them, tempting them with money and stuff, right? But guess what? That leads to a long rap sheet, right? Their kids' lives are ruined by these people that think that they gotta belong to a gang. But they're again at risk because they want to belong to something, but that's not the right thing to belong to. The other is what's called cool gangs. That's when people come together and they do things bad they wouldn't do on their own, like skipping classes and stuff. So if you are with someone and they start getting you to say, hey, let's do something like that, you what? You get out of there, right? Don't belong to those kind of groups. Instead, we want to belong to teams, right? Teams win. They do productive things, right? Gangs do negative things. So what are we saying? Here's the pattern. Kids that are heavily bullied are at risk of building deep-seated anger. Would you agree?
Yes.
Hurting, angry kids that want to escape from their bad life, and so they want to pursue fantasy in games, and they become desensitized in shooting people up, right? It spirals down to depression, anger, isolation, leads to seeking guns as a source of power because they feel powerless. So attaching to the fantasies of revenge leads them to do these terrible things and getting guns to do it, right? Do you see how it happens?
Okay.
It's a downward spiral. So what can we do about it? Good question. First of all, we have to agree. Stop bullying wherever you see it, right? You guys are leaders. We say, hey, don't pick on that person, right? Because that's going to do damage to them. Instead, if someone needs a friend, what should you do, Jenny? Right? Be a friend to them, right? Sit down at lunch with someone who needs a friend. Yes?
Hang out with them.
Hang out with them, exactly right.
Influence them in a good way.
You as leaders can help people from being damaged, right?
Definitely.
But if you see someone who is fascinated with assault rifles, you have got to report it.
Especially if they make a threat. If they make a threat.
You've got to report it. Report anyone who's joking around about guns, because it's not a joke, right? So who would you report to?
Mr. Royal,
Teacher,
Mr. Wilson,
SRO, parent,
right.
whoever it is. Encourage your friends to be on teams, not gangs.